What's up, people of the secret group? I am going to probably waste a little of your time, but at the same time, I'm going to try and show you some stuff. Okay, so one thing that I'm doing here is I just typed in PlayStation 1 games, and I'm going to go down to the bottom left under sold listings, and I'm going to hit that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to highest first. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this over here so I can see that. Go here. Don't worry, I'll show it to you in a second. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to go to the single games and see what they sell for. And the reason I'm doing that, all this does is give me an idea of the games that are really profitable. I don't even know what these mean, so maybe someone does. I certainly don't. E900, E900. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of money laundering scheme or something. I don't know. I'm sure somebody knows, not me. So like, let's say this one went for 380 bucks. Let's take a look at it. This isn't even what I'm trying to show you. See, I sidetrack myself sometimes. 380 bucks for these games. Why? I'm not seeing it. Are you seeing it? I mean, there's a couple decent games, but I think this is incredibly overpriced. Oh, you got a couple. I wouldn't pay it. Somebody must have, though. Alright. Sorry, that wasn't what I was trying to show you at all. Oh, promoted listings. Gotta love that. It's definitely something great. There's a lot of lots in here that you could buy. You'd have to look at them. Alright, Galarians. I know that one. I don't know. There's something messed up about this. Who is selling this shit? Dude, this has to be something. I mean, do you guys know what that is? If you do, tell me, because I've never seen anything like that before. It's really messing up what I'm trying to show you too. Alright, so this game is obviously rare. This is quite often you're gonna find this. So Misadventures of Trombone. What I went ahead and did is I made a list of all these games, and then I made like a smart list, and then I kept them. Each game I went through and I followed at a certain price point where I thought would be profitable, and then I get email updates every time the game comes in underneath the price, the maximum price I'm willing to pay for it, and then I can automatically go back and buy it. So like, let's say this one came up and it was like 40 bucks, and I could either flip it back on eBay or I could flip it on Amazon. Tales of Destiny 2. Like, why are you gonna promote this? Why are you gonna promote a $2.47 game? I mean, like, is that? I don't even know how that works. Like, Valkyrie profile. I've actually been able to buy this at auction on eBay for like $100, and I've flipped it a couple times. I can get all the way up to 200 sometimes on FBA for it. Let's go check it out and see what it is now on FBA. Boom. Valkyrie profile. PS1. Ooh. Acceptable condition. Very good. This game works only on consoles sold in Japan. Oh, just launched? Yeah, you're not going to like the outcome of that. Somebody's going to buy this, they aren't going to read this, they're going to give you negative feedback, you're going to... No, not a good starter. Definitely not something to start out with. Let's go for Prime. 200 bucks. Blazing fast. And they'll probably get it. That's the thing that's crazy about FBA. They'll probably get it. So let's go here. Let me bring this screen over here. And let's see what we can get that game for. $103 with case works. Does it have the manual? Nope. What about this right here? Complete in box. You know it goes for 200. You know it's just a game, so you have room for profit. Obviously this is an expensive idea, right? Always want to read this. Alright. Free shipping. I don't feel like buying it again, but it is an option. Great condition. Does it have the manual? You always want to read. Does it have the manual? $89.98. Does it have the manual? No. No, I don't want the apps. Alright, so complete. And guys, I'll just do this type of stuff. I'll do this for like, oh no, I'll do this for like a solid 3 or 4 hours, and I'll end up spending like $4,000. But then I'll get all this stuff, and I'll either flip it back on eBay or flip it on Amazon. I don't do it very often though. This is not my preferred way to make money, but it's an option, especially if you don't have anywhere to go. And sometimes you can just find the manual. So let's go back to this. We've already looked at Valkyrie Profile. What about some of these other games? Misadventures of Trombone, which is not a game that I've actually looked at very much. And also, I'm gonna show you. We do the same thing with. We can do the same thing with DVDs. Incomplete manual. What's it missing? Oh. $800. I thought that said 80. I was ready to buy it. Yeah. And these are games that you want to find. Like, you want to come across these games at thrift stores. So this also, what it does is you're looking at them, you're starting to memorize them, you're starting to remember these games. Digimon World, I've actually found this at the thrift store a couple times. What? Oh, it's new and sealed. I was like, wow. Game's gone up dramatically in the past couple days. So I just kind of do this, and once you start getting these higher price things and you're looking for arbitrage possibilities, you look at rank, you look at this, you look at that, but you can do this all day long with everything. I'm not just talking about games, I'm not just talking about DVDs, I'm talking about power tools, anything you can think of. You want to talk about bread slicers or something? Let's go. Let's go check out some bread slicers. Let's talk about I can't think of the name of the bread slicers. Alright. You don't want any of these junky ones. Those are not good. We're gonna go with some hardcore bread slicers. I know it's crazy, and people are like, well, why are you showing us bread slicers? But we're doing it to get an understanding. Presto, there we go, that's what we're looking for. And I find these all day long at Goodwills, thrift stores. The Presto bread slicers, you're going to find them, they're going to be dirty. Put them in your dishwasher. Rinse them off first because they're going to have like cobwebs on them probably. Toss them in your dishwasher. If that doesn't work, do a little scrubbing. But you're going to find them for like $1 or $2. And also, let me show you something else. There's some bamboo ones that this one right here, I sold this recently on Amazon for like $35 on an FBA. You pick it up for $1 or $2. This is some serious stuff. These are things that people aren't thinking about. If you can go into a thrift store and all of a sudden you're starting to look at this type of stuff, the kind of stuff that people just like don't pay attention to, everybody's looking at media. Everybody's looking for video games. Everybody's scanning. But let me clue you in. If you can grab the other stuff, this type of stuff that people are like ignoring because it's not easy, there's nothing to scan, generally you're not going to find the box. I mean, once you get to this level, this is where you start to make the big money. Obviously, bread slicers are not huge; they're not $100 each, but I'm telling you, bamboo bread slicers. Yeah. Well, I find a lot of them, and it's like, what is it called? Bread Pal. Let me try that. Yeah. Well, anyways, be on the lookout for those. Bread Pal, I believe, is, maybe I can find it on Amazon. Bamboo. The Bread Pal. Yeah, I just sold this. It folds down. That little thing right there is what I had. I sold it as soon as it hit. It sold. I had it used also. I don't know, $35, $40. Paid $1.99 or something for it. It's simple stuff like this. So yeah, like I said, my videos are gonna wander around, but I'm gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Heated lotion dispenser. I sold this one quite a bit, and you'll find this. What you want to make sure is, all right, so you're looking at this, right? And see the bottom base part? A lot of times if you find it, they might have a crack in the bottom of it. Always check the bottom of it for cracks. But this one right here, you'll get it for like $2-3. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go Conair heated lotion dispenser. I can't type for shit today. Some are better than others, obviously, but let's just go ahead and take a look at this one. Let's see what the rank is. I don't know what the rank is. Rank is terrible, but there's better ones. I've sold quite a few of them. So even if the rank is terrible on all of them, don't be afraid. So 224,000. This one right here, not quite as valuable, but 7,000. And if you want this rank thing right here, it's a DS Domination plugin for your. It's DS Amazon Quick View, I guess. Did I just turn it off? Anyways, it's a plugin for Chrome. So just go to more tools and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Haha. I thought it would be more tools. Extensions. Haha, yes. DS Amazon Quick View extensions. How do you get a new extension? Get more extensions. There we go. I figured it out, guys. See? I did go to school for computer programming, yet I seem to be computer programming challenged. And a lot of stuff that I've been finding, like just Dyson vacuum parts, they go for big money. Like, so you could just go through here and just kind of start looking and memorizing, like cyclone replacement canister. It's all about doing research. You know, you could watch my videos and I could show you a couple things, but if you start researching everything, researching each part, how much is it going for, and then you start going to outlets, and you're gonna see this stuff, and it's gonna as soon as you see it, you're gonna be like, I know that's worth money. Let me grab that, because how much is this at an outlet? If you're paying per pound, think about that. That's good profit, guys. This reminds me, I want to go to the outlet this week. It's dirtier stuff, you know. You gotta wear gloves, but if you can handle that, yeah, you can make big money, because you're paying nothing. You're paying 30 to 50 cents a pound. I don't even know what it is. I would just sit here all day. If you have the time that you can do this, research is valuable. See, the hoses are valuable. Vacuuming hoses are valuable. I want to make almost a list of all the different, and you could buy broken Dysons. People will sell them on Craigslist sometimes, and you can just take them apart. Same thing with juicers. I find a lot of juicer parts. I start like, if I see them at the weigh and pay, I'll just take all the parts. I'll take the parts from that. I'll take the parts from like George Foreman grill drip pans. That's common knowledge, though, I think. But if you start just researching this, you'll see some are bid on. People, like, if you have any questions, if you have broken stuff, just start taking the parts out and just toss them up. If you're gonna throw them out anyways, just toss them up. You know, it's best if you know what you're doing and look it up and put a buy it now, because usually on auction you're not going to get as much money. And when we're talking parts, obviously we're talking eBay, and I know not everyone wants to do eBay, but I'm kind of all over the place. First I want to show you some arbitrage, and then I get sidetracked. That's how I do things. I don't know why, but you'll get a lot of knowledge, I think. Hopefully, I mean, some of you may already know about this, but I mean, we could just sit here all day long and look at these parts and memorize, okay, I know how much this is worth, and you may not be able to remember the exact part number and the exact product, but you're going to have an idea when you see this stuff at the store. You could go to your Goodwill right now and start just finding stuff like this, and you could sit in the store and kind of like look it up on eBay if you want. I'm not a fan of eBay. I don't like selling on eBay that much, but this is where you can sell parts. You're not going to really be able to sell parts on Amazon, especially FBA. So, I mean, we're just looking at all these parts, right? We're looking at all kinds of vacuum parts. We're looking at juicer parts. Let's go back to vacuum hoses. And now, when you start learning about this type of stuff, this is stuff that you might not understand at some point, but once you start coming in here and looking at it, you're going to be like, wow, why did I pass that so many times? Why did I, you know, lawn leaf blower vacuum, $300. Man, we need to start making some hoses and selling them. I wonder, actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I wonder if we could make some aftermarket hoses for these and sell them. Vacuum hose. Vacuum. Just, it's incredible what you can take apart and sell. It's incredible. A lot of time in the outlets, I'll find hoses, I'll find random things I never thought about, and I go up there because it's 2.5 hour drive. I stay in a hotel for 3 days and just fill everything up, and I just sit there, and I got time. Like, they bring out 5 or 6 new big blue tubs every 18 minutes, and I just sit there and scan it. Everybody else is looking for gold and all this crazy stuff, and then maybe they find it, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for like the dirty stuff, the stuff that they're not even trying to pick up, you know. Like, if you can get all this stuff and you can take a chance, and you might have to clean out these vacuums, right? But it'll be worth it. And you know, if let's say you found this, right? This right here, what does that weigh? Maybe 10 pounds max. So 10 times 40 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents, nothing. Because dude, the profit on that is crazy. Also, another thing that I commonly see at Goodwills and thrift stores is just receivers. Like, let's go Sony receiver 5.1. I find these all the time, guys. Speakers, receivers. These are things that they're going to be more expensive than what you're used to, probably. They're going to probably be $10. If you're talking a different thrift store, they could be even more expensive. But Goodwill, generally, for me, around $10 for these. And they're going to be gone fast because the guys who know what they're doing, they're picking these up. These are heavy to ship, but you can ship them relatively easily. I never really try to do I never really do free shipping with them. I always charge them shipping. If someone wants them, they're going to pay it, unless your price is outrageous. But I just take a look at all this. This is just Sony, of course. But this is something to look at. We're doing that. We're looking at that. And they'll start giving you related. You can just start looking at those. Alright, I don't even know where this video is going. But I think that there's knowledge to be had here. Alright, we can go back to the PlayStation 1 games. You know, it's a little bit smaller. Skull Monkeys, I've sold that a few times. And this is just it. You just go on eBay, you look at sold listings, and kind of study. And then when you're at the thrift store, you're gonna see these. If you see Tales of Destiny, you're gonna be like, holy crap. You'll grab it, you put it in your cart, you won't even have to think about it. Check it over, make sure it works, make sure it's not cracked. But even if it does, like, okay, if you've seen this at the thrift store and it was cracked, the game was cracked in half, but there was still a manual in a case, you would still take that because you can sell the manual in the case on eBay. Clock Tower 2. Let's see what Clock Tower 2 goes for on Amazon. So, what? Alright, so maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try it like this. What are you doing? Yeah, I did it. Yeah. Alright, so this is acceptable USA version. La-di-da-di. Comes nearly complete. Nearly complete? What do you mean nearly complete? What does that mean? Missing the manual front artwork. How much is it going for on here? But this is brand new. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh yeah. See, like if you were to have the manual, let's just see if we can find the manual. Probably not. Probably not. But I'm guessing you can get a fair price for the manual, far more than you'll pay for the game itself. This game all day. Actually, if you look at Digimon, any Digimon, like Digimon Digiworld, let's check that out. No. Maybe I'm thinking of something. No. This one right here. I get this game quite a bit. I don't know why. It always finds me somehow. I don't find it brand new though. I find it used. Alright, let's look that one up. Wait, what was that one called? Oh, Digimon World 2. Digimon 3, sold that a few times. You can flip that quick. It'll flip. You can sell that on Craigslist, you can sell that anywhere. That game sells. Digimon World. Good. Disc has moderate scratches. Disc only. Good. I never sell disc only games on Amazon. People do it. Not me. Complete includes disc cover. $34 for Digimon World. How much is it going for FBA? $52. See, the cool thing about FBA is you'll read this and you'll read this, but you can't really do what they can do. And people will complain about that. But it's their platform, so just deal with it. Accept what it is. Play by their rules. If you're selling disc-only games on Amazon, I mean, you'll probably get away with it. But I just don't do it. Because I have eBay for dumping off crap. Like, I don't like to sell, in this picture, guys, I would definitely recommend that someone fix that. I don't know why. It always shows this picture. I've seen that for a long time. When you click on it, it actually shows the good one. Digimon World 2. So let's see what kind of profits we can possibly make. We're looking at $89, very good. FBA, and you wouldn't think that it would sell for FBA like that because the merchant price is so low, but you would be wrong because a lot of these are going to have disc only. What? How did they get away with that? Good condition but disc only. That's just amateur hour right there. All right, so the price is $89. So what are we going to look for? We're going to look for Digimon World 2. So we're looking at $89. This thing looks fantastic. Alright. So I'm like on there, I'm like, yeah, I want to take a chance. Let's go Bidnapper. Program I showed you before. I did not get this. It was at $36. I really don't do this a lot, like I said, but I do know how to do it, and I have done it for profit in the past. It's just I have other options that I tend to go with instead. I really need to be pushing all options, to be honest with you. Max bid, let's put it at $51.55. And you can bid on like 10 of them, and if you can make it like so contingent upon whatever item, and if the other one wins, then this one won't bid. So, you know, how much profit is that? Not a ton, but it's profit, and you can do that all day. It just depends on your bankroll. If you have the bankroll to do this, might as well. Digimon World for PS2. Does it have the manual? Let's check that one out quick. Digimon World 4 PS2. So it's $33, $35. Why not? There's my address again, guys. I like to share that with you guys all the time. Alright, so what is that? I did make one mistake there. I didn't even check the rank, but I'm assuming the rank is going to be fine. 13,000, of course. Alright, let's go to Inventory Lab. I think that's what I want to do. Hold on a second. And research, scout. There we go. Alright, so scouting Digimon for PS2. What did I pay for it? Like $15 or something? That's not what I'm looking for. I want you to do, alright, select this. My price per unit is 15. May have been more, I can't remember. List price is, no. We're gonna shoot for, we just looked at it though, right? Didn't we? Alright. So there's a lot of offers. Sometimes Inventory Lab Scout won't show you everything, but I think we can probably get $49.99. You'll see that Amazon has it, and don't worry about that. I mean, it's not the greatest, but a lot of times people are going to be afraid of this. This right here, this is scary to some people. No manual, disc in excellent shape. We have a manual, so we can kind of compete with them. We'll be very good, because I have a JFJ Easy Pro. Now, 91% positive can't compete with me. I have 99%. So let's do this. We'll put it at What price did we decide? 54. I'll do like $53.99. Let's just say that. $53.99. Install this later. We're looking at a net profit of $28. And I understand that my purchase may have been more than $15, but I'm looking at it on the other screen. I have on my left on the screen you're on right now, I have like a 23 inch monitor, and then on the right I have a 32 inch. I used multiple screens. Yeah, it was $15, right? So we found it. We'll flip it. It'll flip fast. This is a little incorrect, but we'll make $28 on a $15 investment. And that's something you can do consistently. You can sit here all day long and do this. You know, you just have to kind of check into everything. I see a Digimon 3 over here going for $12.50, so it's in acceptable condition. Disc only. Never. I don't buy disc only. You could flip it. You could flip disc only, but I'm not going to do it. And yeah, guys, we can do this all day. If that's something you want to do, if that's something you want to think about, it's a good way to do it. And if you're buying on eBay, make sure you're signed up with eBay Bucks. You know, I don't really know why they do it. I think it's an incentive to purchase a lot of stuff, but eBay Bucks is kind of a cool way to earn free stuff. Like a lot of times I'll buy a lot of stuff off eBay, and then I'll have like $80 to $90 in eBay Bucks, and I can just spend that on profitable items that I can flip, or poly bags, or cleaner, or anything that I want to buy, you know. I'm just taking a second look at this. The disc looks good. Yeah, so I think that was a good purchase. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end this video, but I'm going to keep coming out with more and more videos. I know that I did not cover arbitrage in the greatest fashion, but I wanted to show you how I do it. You actually saw me buy something, which is how I do it. You know, if you are afraid of Amazon's price, that price that we saw, you could go under them if you wanted. I won't, personally. You know, if you want to go under this price, go ahead. But I'd rather stick it out. I'd rather, you know, they're gonna look at positive feedback. They're gonna look at the fact that this has no manual. And what you want to do when you list this, I wouldn't recommend going like new unless it's actually comes to you and it's like really looks like it could have just been unwrapped. But I would do, you know, great condition, complete in case. You want to make sure they know it's complete. Mention that it has the manual. Mention that the disc works flawlessly. Test it out, of course. Make sure it works. Like, okay, excuse me, but look at this right here. 1 total rating. This is why new people get kicked off Amazon. 1 total rating, and it says no manual. That's the only condition note it has. Like that, and she wants $115, so she's never gonna sell it. I bet you know, they're probably just sitting there like, why am I not selling stuff? And the fact is, your prices are way too high. You have no manual. You're not even trying to compete. It's not good. It's not a good way to do it. That's not how you win in Amazon. If you want to win in Amazon, you compete. You give a better condition note than this. Your price needs to be way lower if you have no manual. Way lower. I'm talking $33. Manual's a big deal. I don't even read a manual, but if I'm buying something, I'm not buying it without a manual. I like to buy my stuff nice, and a lot of people on Amazon are like that. Alright guys, I'm going to upload this video. I hope that it works. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the secret group. I'd love to be doing more content. I'm trying to, you know, juggle things. I'm trying to source, trying to still make my money, plus provide content with you guys. So I'm going to keep busting out videos as much as I possibly can, and you guys keep telling me whatever you want to know. I am going to make a video pretty soon about YouTube. I know it's kind of conflicting about people wanting to know about thrifting, Amazon FBA, and YouTube, and I'm going to give you a little bit of everything. I'm going to focus mostly on Amazon FBA and thrifting, but I am going to give you some YouTube also. Thanks a lot, guys.